What is up, guys? Welcome to 2026. This is F1 Manager 24 Career Mode, season number 3, and we are defending our titles. We won in season 2. In 2025, we won the drivers, we won the constructors, and today we are looking to kick off where we left off and be a front runner in the Formula 1 world. Unfortunately, Tiametmarduk, defending champion, left us at the end of last season. He is signed to Williams. But beyond that, I'm not too sure what's going on with the driver market. So we're going to get into it now, and we're going to see just how crazy 2026 is for the driver changes, but more importantly, the massive, massive regulation changes that have hit the grid in 2026. I'm more excited to see who's quick in regards to teams and who's not. In our number one driver's place, in Tiametmarduk's place, is now Oscar Piastri filling that number one driver role. Antonelli remains in the team, and both drivers are going to be seen as equals this season, and we're going to see which of these two will win the drivers. I think this will be a very close affair. Porsche was utterly dominant last season. He was the main reason why we won our constructors and drivers. It was very much him lifting the team up. But now I'm hoping it's going to be the team lifting the drivers up. And these two are going to be more closely matched. Antonelli, he's going to have an extra year of experience behind him. He's going to be 90 rated this season. I probably think that Piastri is going to be 90 rated as well. The future is bright. Red Bull is Red Bull Fords. We got Porsche. Williams is actually manufacturer backed as well. They're backed by BMW. BMW Williams. So they're going to have a massive injection of cash. And Audi, and well, Alpine has a new sponsor. It's a bit dodgy, but life at the back of the grid ain't pretty. And so their title partner is OnlyFans. Let's see how that goes for them. And you might be wondering, why the hell are we racing at Silverstone? I've changed the calendar. I care very much about the environment. It's why I own a 20-year-old V8. We're making a eco-friendly calendar. Let me show you. I wrapped my brain around this one. For some reason, FIA, FOM gave me creative control of the whole calendar. That's what happens when you win the championship now. You control the calendar, you control the weather, you control everything. Anyway, I've decided to be eco-friendly. We're going to Silverstone, then we're going across the pond to Zandvoort. Moving on next, we're going to Spa, not too far away either. Then we go down south to Monaco. Now, this next leg of the championship was a little bit tricky. I decided to go to Barcelona. We went left instead of right. Barcelona was a bit hard to get to. Ideally, I wanted to go fully right across the world map. We had to go back to the left to Barcelona. Then we go back to the right to go to Monza. Imola's right next door. We then move on to Austria, which isn't too far away. Budapest. Last round of the European leg is Baku, and then we move into the Middle Eastern leg of the championship, Jeddah, Bahrain, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. That's the Middle Eastern part done. And then not too far away, in a few hours flight, we have China. Then we move across to Suzuka, Singapore, and I'll tell you what, Australia. Let me tell you from first-hand experience, Australia is the worst to get to. We then move on to Sao Paulo in Brazil, South America, still in the Southern Hemisphere, and then we move up to the Americas races through Mexico, then to Las Vegas, Austin, and then we move on to Miami, and then Montreal is the last race. So it's not too long of a flight from Canada back to Europe. And now this is all kind of assuming that you go to all the races without going back home. That's what we're doing at Marduk Motorsport. Staff members, we still got our staff members. I am looking at potentially replacing my head of aero. His stats are pretty good. Could be better, 88 rated. There are better heads of aero out there at the moment. I'm looking at the Red Bull guy, potentially. But we'll have to wait and see. Apart from that, our drivers are very, very good for the future. Facilities, some stuff needs refurbing. I mean, we're upgrading the factory, we're upgrading the suspension simulator. CFD needs a refurb. Design center, I'd like to get that up to level 4 to make our designs even better and have more engineers on hand. Staff-wise, Team Hub needs a refurb. We need more scouts, and Race Sim is perfect. Operations, Weather Center, probably needs an upgrade. And then hospitality, I'll look to max that out this season, potentially as well. You might have noticed we have no money. 24 mil in the bin because of car development this season, putting everything together. We have chosen our engine manufacturer for this season. It is Mercedes. It's because of durability. We have one less ICE, one less engine to get through the season. And it's a 24 race calendar. So the durability of Mercedes is the reason why we've gone for them to hopefully get us through and we can spend more money on car developments. Speaking of car developments, have a look at this. Oh my words. We are the best car this season. And if we have a look at the performance index, it's even more crazy. This is the car performance. It's not like we're first by a little bit. We are first by a ginormous amount. I researched mostly through all of 2025 while still trying to develop the 2025 car to go for the title. And now we're at a point where we're absolutely insane. Bearing in mind, this is the 1st of January. This is the first day after the regs hit and we have all of our losses, boom, taken overnight. There is still time for the other teams to catch up. There is still time for them to put on one, maybe two sets of parts on their car. Same for us, but the teams that are lower down essentially have more to gain. It'll be easier for them to gain more. Our upgrades will be more incremental than theirs. It's going to be a case of whether we can maintain our advantage early on. But this puts us in a great spot for this year. And to be honest, it puts us in a great spot for next season because there's probably going to be more reg changes. We need to research for next season as well. And it means that we don't need to go so hard at the start of this season. We can actually focus on upgrading our facilities, which will help us over the long term. But looking at that, that's insane. We have Williams, which Teo Porcher went to second best. Haas have shot up to third, which is madness. So two of the slowest teams effectively had less to lose from all the cuts in performance. So they've saved way more relative to the other big teams. McLaren, Mercedes have had stinkers over the winter. Porsche, they're technically a new team. I'm not going to put too much pressure on them. This is going to be a development year for them. Ferrari have done okay. Aston Martin have Adrian Newey now. I think they'll be able to recover very quickly, but we'll see. It is only January 1st. There's still so much more to play out before we even get to the first race. I'm hoping that money isn't going to be as much of a problem this year because, well, we won the Constructors. We should have a lot of prize money and we're more marketable now. So that also should be a big help. What gives us the most payouts? It looks like, in terms of total funding, Loma is the best. There's a lot of race day payouts. So, the upfront payment is mid-range. That's only 13 mil. We'd still be in the red if we went with this option. I might actually go for Smart Arc. Sounds very close to something else that we say in Australia. Nah, screw it. Let's give ourselves a challenge. Let's go Loma. And let's hope that the secondary sponsors are enough to put us over the Reds. Because we're 26 mil in debt. We need to get the upfront payment way up. Okay, this one is a no-brainer. More upfront payment. Thank you very much. No effect. Anything else? Bad Turtle. Upfront payment. No bad effect. We basically want stuff that doesn't affect our mentality and also development rate. Those are the worst. And that is everything. Confirm. No changes to the sponsor decals yet. I'll do that at a later date, to be honest. A lot of the sponsors are the same. And with that, we have 1.7 mil. A measly 1.7 mil after winning the championship. Basically, all we can do is maybe one upgrade. But in terms of upgrades, I want to do... the one thing we're actually kind of weak at, I say weak, tire preservation is our worst, and we're the 5th best car for that. Anything I want to do an intense approach. But intense makes it so much more expensive, and we can't afford that right now. So what I'm thinking is, because we're already ahead, I'm going to wait for more money to come in, and then we'll make the upgrades more punchy. Here we go, guys. You finally wanted to know who's racing for who. At Ferrari, we have Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas reunited as teammates in 2026. Who had that on their bingo card? That's absolutely insane. Okay, Aston Martin, Red Bull. Daniel Ricciardo is still at Aston. At Red Bull, Carlos Sainz is still there. Second drivers, Lance Stroll. George Russell goes to Red Bull. Wow, the rumors were right. Mercedes kicked him out. Speaking of Mercedes, we have Charles Leclerc going to Mercedes to be the lead driver, replacing... Who was there before? I think it was George Russell. Second drivers, we have Pato O'Ward at McLaren and Fernando Alonso still there at Mercedes. Interesting. Moving on. Porsche and Williams. We have Pierre Gasly at Porsche and Max Verstappen at Williams. I didn't even clock that Verstappen left Red Bull. Verstappen has gone to Williams alongside Teo Porcher, and Albon has gone to Porsche. Oh my word. Williams are going to be a super team. Look at these drivers. 92 and 90. They've got the best driver lineup on paper on the grid. McLaren's is very strong too. Pato has developed really well in the background for McLaren. It's absolutely been cooking an IndyCar, it seems. Who's next? Audi, Mick Schumacher and Gabriele Bortoleto at Alpine. Car 2, Liam Lawson at Audi and Jack Doohan at Alpine. That's realistic as well. And finally, we have Haas, Isaac Hadjar and Oliver Behrman. Ollie Behrman has not developed very well because Antonelli is 86. He's overtaken Behrman and then some. So Behrman has finally got to make his career count this year in 2026. And that is your driver lineup. McLaren very strong. Of course, Mercedes very strong. Williams incredibly OP. I think it's going to be us versus Williams. Because we finished first, we have the least wind tunnel hours out of everyone. I swear down, last season, the max hours here was double this. Now we only have 3. We had 6 before. And I swear we had about 70 of the wind tunnel hours before. Oh my word, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. We might just about be able to make this to get it on in time for the first race. Confirm. First upgrade in the books. Do I have enough for a second upgrade? 1 mil. Suspension simulator. Is that done? I think it is done. So let's go into that. Let's go full tire preservation. 33 days for that as well. 1 mil. Boom. We are out of money. Oh, good. It will take longer to design the underfloor than we thought. We could still meet the original deadline, but we'll have to pay overtime. Pay overtime. We're in debt. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, actually, we're not in debt anymore. 7 mil just came in. Alrighty. I probably want to refurb this as early as possible. There goes half that budget. Weather center. Level 2. I think I'll wait till I can upgrade that, actually. I can upgrade that. Let's just upgrade that now, then. The new underfloor is done, and so is the suspensione. Let's get manufacturing those parts, shall we? Underfloor is going to take how long? 8 days. British Grand Prix is in 8 days. Oh my word, we already have the tough choice of who the flip do we give the new part to? What if we rush? Oh dear. The second part would be ready on race day. Parc Fermé's already settled by then. Let's just go normal. Maybe we give one part to one driver, and then we give the new suspension to the other driver. All right, let's manufacture that. 2 of those, also 8 days. So I think that's fair. We give one new suspension to one, and then we give the new underfloor to the other. Underfloor goes on Antonelli. The new suspension goes to Piastri. And with that, it is time Oh dear, they're expecting a lot more than us. They're expecting a lot more of us now. It is no longer free money. We have to work for our money this year. Do I go first? Maybe I go third just to be safe. What if Antonelli is first as well? Let's go third. And then Antonelli fourth with 1.1 mil. Okay, easy.
With the slowest 5 drivers
Oh, I see wet tires. Wet tires
will determine the grid for the
are
upcoming
selected for qualifying. I mean, GG's to Bottas for resurrecting his career and landing a drive at Ferrari. I will say, Ferrari might have been a downgrade given where Aston Martin was last season. They were one of the best cars and could end up being one of the best cars yet. We'll have to wait and see. Practice 3. Bottas got P2. Fair play. Oliver Behrman. Not far behind either. First time this season with the car, and we're going to be in control. Okay. Here goes nothing. A wet session to manage as well. That is quite spicy. We're going to have no idea what most of the performance is for most cars. Track details. It looks like it might get decent towards the very end of the session. Let's go out now. First lap from us, 139.9. Piastri, 4/10 off. Ferrari are running the Monza livery from 2024. McLaren are running the Singapore livery from 2024. We got the white balls. Mercedes are a little bit different. It'll be hard to kind of show. There you go. They've got like a more silver grey side pods. Alpine. The less said about them, the better. BMW Williams. I quite like this. I quite like that they've got manufacturer support now. In fact, every team is a manufacturer now in 2026. You love to see it. Even Haas. Toyota Haas. Let them cook. Welcome back, Toyota. It's actually damp, which means it's time for Inters. And then here is Aston Martin with their Honda sponsorship. I'm quite surprised to see that Tsunoda has not got a drive in 2026. He's 85, 86 rated and would have been perfect to go to Aston Martin. But it looks like Lawrence Stroll has brought his son out of sabbatical to plonk into that second seat to go for the title with Adrian Newey now at the helm. I want to be out there right at the end as well, just in case. We cross the line and we dip into the 139s. 1 second clear of Verstappen. And Piastri has sorted his life out this time. That is huge. Do we want to go out again? Just to be absolutely sure. Track is getting faster, I reckon. Because of the conditions, we don't chance it. And there it is. There's the times coming in. Haas have beaten us. McLaren, Mercedes, Porsche, Behrman. I don't think we improved there. Maybe we didn't start the lap in time. But that could have been scary. Ollie Behrman tops out Q1. Porsche P2. Even though we've got a really good car, we still can't afford to get sloppy. Ricciardo knocked out. Stroll knocked out. Hamilton in the Ferrari knocked out. Carlos Sainz is last in the Red Bull. Oh my words. It seems that Red Bull still haven't got on top of how to design a car for 2 drivers. Here we go. Let's get a good time in. Bottas doesn't get in our way, I don't think. Antonelli crosses the line. Piastri quite a bit slower. So we'll need to do another lap for him. Yellow, yellow. He actually does improve. Yeah, I think he improved by 2/10. But that's still not ideal. Track is just getting worse. Oh no, Piastri. Oh no, Piastri. This is a bottle. Piastri, we did not sign up for this level of bottling. It's not going to rain in the race, so we can afford to do new inters again. Okay, straight out, please. Whatever traffic he got is going to cost him his weekend. It might cost him a chance at the win. Maybe even a podium. Is he going any quicker? Piastri to the line. I think he's knocked out. We are knocked out in Q2 with the best car. Guys, I did not see this coming. This is insane. The other teams have caught us between January 1st, that massive chasm we had between us and the rest, and now. Antonelli's confidence is low. Surprised about that. Maybe it's because I changed the setup. Across the line. Pole by 1.5 seconds. Make that a second as Alonso crosses the line. That's a good start. 131.9. Everyone else is not near us. Yeah, the track's getting worse. The track is getting worse. Antonelli starts his lap. Sectors. Antonelli's yellow across the line doesn't improve. That is qualifying. Pole position for the British Grand Prix. Kimi Antonelli. What a way to start 2026. Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso in the top 3 as well. Porsche outshining Max Verstappen, who got 15th. I missed that one. Holy moly. Or is it 14th? Either way, it's not a good quality for Max. The 2-stop is still faster than a 1 because of how bad the tyre wear is again. But it's going to be a fun race with Piastri. I'm going to have fun orchestrating Piastri to get through the traffic. I can't wait for that. Let's send it for the first time in 2026 as officially the best car.
Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix.
All right, here we go. 2026 is underway. Come on, let's go. Full sends. Off the start, Antonelli leads into turn 1 in 2026. Let him cook. Full push. And let's go aggro, actually. Down to Piastri. It's been overtaken by Ricciardo. He's got a lot of work to do to get through the field. I've actually put attack on the wrong driver, but we'll go attack on both. It's fine. Antonelli, let's go rarely defend, low risk. See how much he can pull away in the early stages. Piastri's up and ahead of Ricciardo already. Good start. Hopefully burn a bit of battery. Okay, let's go down to standard and let's start saving fuel already. Both cars, both drivers. Does he attack? Yes, he does. Back up to P16. Come on, mate. You've got to stay with the leading pack. Piastri's even got better tyres than people on hards. In fact, overtakes Bottas. Does he make the move stick? He should do, hopefully. Oh, come on, mate. Get the move done. I guess it is hard when he's on light use of the tyres and fuel saving. It's going to be very hard to outbrake someone. He's just plodding away. I guess we fast forward time. Antonelli out front, though, is absolutely flying. Piastri finally gets Bottas. Looks like they're swapping a lot. Do we go on board with that battle? I think we do. There's a lot of swapping in this battle pack. Piastri, by the way, doubled the tyre tread, pretty much, of O'Ward ahead. And gets him. Lovely. We cannot squander the best car. We cannot. We need points today. Oh, man. All right, Piastri is going to cook here. We got a double overtake lined up. Nice squeezing onto the grass for Mick Schumacher there. And again. And again. Mick Schumacher doesn't exist.
Still okay for now.
Are we going to go for around the outside? The RS is open. Max is right behind. We go right around the outside and into the top 7. Lovely stuff from Piastri right there.
Not a lot of wiggle room here. Has to be said, that was pretty risky.
Oh, that's bad.
Unfortunate moment, yes.
Sainz was never making the corner.
This is an unforgiving
And he used Stroll as a brake. Oh, he's got a puncture. Okay, this is huge. He might retire on track. Stroll with a puncture. Sainz looks like he's okay. Okay, we're going to box this lap for Antonelli. Actually, let's go next lap. We're just buying ourselves flexibility with tires by doing this. And now we'll get Piastri to box as well. Oh, he's not boxing for a while yet, actually. Let's go softs. Next lap. Confirm. Piastri, it looks like, is the last one to make a pit stop. In we come. 2.2 as well. Nice. All right, out we come. Soft tires for Piastri. Let him cook. All right, Piastri fighting his way through the field. Hadjar next. Let's go driving clear air. Job done. Piastri up to P8. We are climbing through the field. Delete that battery, please. Boom. Into P7. Around the outside of Russell. Albon is next. In the other Porsche. There could be some team games here. No, Russell. Why do I keep thinking Russell's in Porsche? Am I alright? He's in Red Bull. It's because it's... I don't know. Maybe the liveries aren't too dissimilar. Either way, top 6 scenario for Piastri. Might go light on tyres.
Mikey, mate, let's go.
Are you Rick Kelly month?
Rick Kelly?
Get back.
He was car 15. I don't know.
Cool the toss.
Piastri up to P5. Absolutely huge. Nearly missed that one. Piastri here. Are these lap cars? Are these for position? This is for position. This is for position. This is Porsche and Norris? It's hard to tell with the new liveries. So here we go. We've got our current driver going up against our former driver who Piastri has replaced. There's going to be a little bit of beef here because Porsche was upset that we replaced him, even though he decided to leave for Williams. Make it make sense.
Okay, crack on.
Hopefully he's sensible about this. Two very, very good drivers in their own right. Piastri versus Porsche. Piastri gets the ascendancy this time. Porsche, I bet you wish you stayed now. Antonelli is chilling. I've not had to do anything for him. Oh, Piastri's on the podium. I missed it. It happened that quickly. Here we go. Straight line speeds. This is the first time in this save we've had decent straight line speeds. And now he's properly up to P2 as Piastri as Alonso boxes. Does he go mediums again? Or is it going to be softs? Mediums. So, Mercedes don't have the tyre wear that we do. They don't have the tyre conservation we do, so they have to run double medium. Okay, we're going to box. Now then, the new mediums. All right, Piastri comes out thirds with only Alonso to overtake in his last stint with a 20% tyre advantage. Okay, here we go. Piastri on Alonso. Should be easy dub. We've got 10 laps to go and 1.3 kilos to save. I think we're good now. I think we're good. I can't believe we're actually okay. I can't believe we're actually going to be okay on fuel. What a sigh of relief that is, guys. Piastri overtakes Alonso. We missed that. So let's see it. Bold move up the inside. Into Stowe. That's a good move. That's the 1-2. That's the 1-2 secured. I don't know what the fastest lap is so far, but people are lapping in the 30s. And that's pretty good pace. I think this lap is probably going to be like a 127. 127.5. Absolutely insane pace from Antonelli. Didn't put a foot wrong, didn't make any mistakes in the rain when it was so easy to do so. His more experienced teammate Piastri bottled qualifying in Q2 and has meant he's had to overtake all the traffic and has thrown away any chance of getting a win. But Antonelli did everything he needed to this weekend and is going to get maximum points in the first race of 2026. We ended 2025 winning the championship. In 2026, we are back to winning ways once again. A 1-2 for Marduk Motorsport, and probably the biggest winning margin we have had so far in this career. Antonelli, perfect weekend. Good achievement. Achievement Grand Slam. That's our first ever Grand Slam.
It was a truly excellent win.
Well, there we go. It is 1-0 to Antonelli. It's going to be, let's be realistic, it's going to be a fight between Piastri and Antonelli this season. Piastri, great drive, take nothing away, but you got to qualify better, mate. Antonelli just showed how good he is this weekend. Drivers is everything as it was. There's no special rule changes for like pole positions or anything like that. The point system is still exactly the same. Constructors wise, max points. Mercedes, our nearest competitors. Williams, who looked so strong early on, only 6 points out of that weekend. And Haas, who had the third best car, no points from the first race. No points from Aston, no points from Audi. Adrian Newey, you've got a lot to turn around here, son. Anyway, that's been the first race. Did we get the fastest pit stops? No. We watched the pit stops, apparently. So, we got to work on that. 1.9 mil. We love to see it. Bring in that cash. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We head to round 2 next time in Netherlands, where we'll be hoping to cook up more of the same.